Hello, GSD 432 class. So for Seminar 2, we are continuing on with our project. So the videos is part 2 and part 3, and it's about an hour and a half of video. So just watch them, get the project done, you're good. Discussion questions. We have 4. The fourth one, you got to look this one up, but it's all about the different methods that are part of model behavior. And so to give you an idea of what else is out there, because up to this point I believe we've only used update and start and maybe fixed update, but there's a lot more associated with that. Let's see, design pattern. So last week you guys looked up the observer design pattern, and so this week you're going to have to make an observer design pattern game. And so pretty much it's pretty simple. You're going to have 2 objects. One's going to be observing your subject, and the observer is going to update based on what the subject does. Okay? And to go over what that observer design pattern does is usually what you're trying to avoid when using the observer design pattern is a class or a method that's always going, are you done? Are you done? Are you done? Are you done? Has this changed? Has this changed? Has this changed? Or, give me this information, give me this information. And what they're trying to do is figure out if something changed. With the observer design pattern, instead of always bugging this other class for information, it just says, hey, when you get information, let me know, and then I'll deal with it. And so it just registers with the subject, and then when the subject changes, it's like, oh, I need to notify all these people who wanted to know what's going on, and so it notifies everybody that something happened. So this way, your object can go do whatever it needs to do and not be wasting all that processing power, always asking the other, the subject, hey, have you changed, or what's different, or give me your information so I can see if something's changed. Okay? So that's pretty much what the observer does. So you can have fun with that project. It should be easy. For the main project, like I said before, you're going to do parts 2 and 3 of that stealth application or program. And so we're continuing on with that project. For Seminar 3, we'll finish that project, and then we go into a lot more advanced tutorials. So this tutorial, I believe, was a medium type tutorial, and then the next one's going to be advanced because it's, I believe, 100% code. There's no drop and drag and using the interface that much. So for reflection journals, I'd like to thank you all for filling those out last time. It really sounded when I was reading them that you guys were actually filling them out every week, and I can tell this week you guys were doing great, this week you guys were frustrated, and it really showed in your writing, all that. So please keep that up. So obviously I did read them. I gave you guys feedback on your specific notes you made in those, and we will make adjustments to the course. So keep that in mind as well. If you guys think, hey, this sucked and need something different, let me know. Or if something was great, let me know, and we'll keep that. I think one of the interesting things was, some of the students in the class last semester or last course, would say, I wouldn't want to say negative things, but not they're saying negative things. And then the other set of students would say positive stuff. For example, some students liked the fact that there was no book. And then there were students hated the fact that there was no book, because then they had nothing to thumb their fingers through to find information. And so that was probably one of the big critiques, I guess, from last course was that you guys didn't know where to find information to help you figure out these problems. And so I did post something in the discussion board. It's about the manual for Unity 3D. That manual pretty much is up to date with the latest Unity. And so I recommend really looking at that and figuring out where in the manual stuff is. I mean, you don't need to memorize it, but if you have a general idea of, okay, if I'm working on programming and scripting, well, let me look what's under scripting. If you're looking for some UI stuff, there's a whole UI section there. So give that manual a quick look over and get somewhat familiar with that, and that should help you out a lot. And of course, like always, you can always email me. Please email me if you run into problems. The sooner the better, because I will try to help you. And yeah. Anyways, I'm going to do my best.